datang. Hello, welcome to Malaysia. I am Munira Ma'ruf. I am a lawyer and valuer based in Malaysia and also a former alumni of Europa Institute at the University of Saarland. And here with us today, we have the Deputy Director of the Policy and Planning Unit of National Department of Culture and Arts, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Cultures. We have Mr. Salihuddin bin
Muhammad Saleh. Yeah. Welcome and very good morning, I guess, in Germany.
And we are actually really happy to have you with us. We hope you had a safe journey and hope you are keeping safe and well in Germany and wherever you are tuning in from. We are happy to be able to have you here and continue the good relationships between us, and especially during the time when I was in Saarland. We always had these kind of activities with ZIS, and I personally had a really happy and meaningful experience and during my studies in Europa Institute. So this brings us to continue the specialty day of Malaysia Day, zooming across to you virtually today. So here we are. So where are we? Encik Salahuddin? And what are we? What are we as a nation? So in general, Malaysia is situated close to the equator line, if you guys know. So we are hot and humid. So we're in Southeast Asia, a tropical country with an average temperature of 25 degrees throughout the year. And in Malaysia, we have actually three, basically the federal constitution, the monarchy is a federal constitutional monarchy consisting of 13 states and 3 federal territories. And we divided into 2 areas, mainly the peninsula as well as Borneo, which is also known now as Sabah and Sarawak. So Kuala Lumpur is the capital of Malaysia, while Putrajaya is the center of the federal government. So this was actually quite a recently built area, Putrajaya, as well as Cyberjaya, which is sort of our smart city. And in 2021, our population is estimated at 32.73 million people of various races, ethnicities, and religions. And amongst the populations, what we have is 90% are Malaysian citizens, as well the remaining 8% are non-citizens. We are mixed into 3 main races, the Bumiputra ethnicity or the Malays of 67%, Chinese about 24%, Indians represent about 7.3%, and others about the balance of 0.7%. Among the Malaysians, Malays are the main ethnic groups in Peninsular Malaysia, which constitute 63.1%, as we mentioned earlier. And as you've seen from the earlier video, also the official language of Malaysia is Bahasa Melayu, but we all generally speak English, as you guys know. And then I think it's a bit of a wonder, like when people come here, that people are like, oh, you speak English, you speak good English. Yeah, so we are. So all of us can speak and understand English. As well, we speak a lot of Bahasa Melayu. So yes, I am going to actually maybe pass a bit to Mr. Salahuddin, to share with us a bit what he knows of Malaysia as well and what he wants to share with you.
As you understand that we are very multiracial and multi-religious, multi-society, very, very diverse culture activities and economy as well. We used to be a very agriculture economic per se, but now we are already into high technology and manufacturing and so on, infrastructures. We go into, now we are under I 4.0 digital revolution, industrial revolution on digitalization of Malaysian governmental. And we have lots of things to offer for you for this segment. We have local sites of cuisines, local traditional when it comes to arts and culture mapping, handicrafts, and so on. So a lot of things that we can talk about, and towards the end there will be a Q&A that we can answer whatever
questions
questions that you audience especially.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to have 5 segments. For the first segment, as you can see, is going to be local sights and sounds, where we will be sending you off on start of a journey, and then we will see you back after that and continue with some food and, you know, some resting off. So welcome again to Malaysia. It's really good to have you here, even though virtually. So we'll send you off and see you in a bit. Enjoy the stay. I think.
feet, show you the flavors of north. Make our way down to the south. Now you know what we're about. Hey, now, faces and places to know. Hey, now, thousands of things to explore. Hey, now, you gotta see to believe. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. Come on, come on, come on. Get there right now. Somewhere nice so we better than the ordinary day. You're my paradise. Take you to the right away. Birds gonna sail our hearts away. You're my paradise. Gotta get you there. Somewhere nice, we can get away. Wait, let me take you to places you've been wishing for. Hey, now, faces and places to know. Hey, now, thousands of things to explore. Hey, now, you gotta see to believe. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. Come on, come on, come on. Gotta make a move to get there right now. Somewhere nice so we can get away. Better than the ordinary day. You're my paradise. Let me take you to the places you've been wishing. Catching sunsets when we ride the waves. Birds gonna sail our hearts away. You're my paradise. We could be swimming among the little ducks. Down to where the cars at. Know where we're from, where we at. Can't describe where I'm feeling that. Truly in the ocean, you just gotta see. Truly Asia in this vision, where I be. We be flying to the land beneath the wave. We be tracking through the jungle, this is where I wanna be. Hey, now, faces and places to know. Hey, now, thousands of things to explore. Now, you gotta see to believe. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. My paradise, my paradise. Oh 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 come on, gotta make a move to get there right now. Somewhere nice so we can get away. Better than the ordinary day. You're my paradise. Let me take you to the places you've been wishing. Catching sunsets as we ride the waves. Birds gonna sail our hearts away. You're my paradise. My paradise, my paradise. My paradise. Malaysia truly a
right, so earlier you've seen a welcoming performance of the Rebab Mahkota that has the headgear, which is the crown. Mahkota is a crown, and it has a really interesting background. So it's basically Rebab Mahkota. The Rebab is the musical instrument that sort of looks like a violin and sort of played like a violin, and the Mahkota. So when it comes to information like this, I'm going to leave it to the expert, Mr. Salahuddin.
Okay, well, Rebab is a very traditional musical instrument made from jackfruit, and it has a rope made of metal, wire, and they have strings, and it's like a fiddle. And as mentioned by Munira, Mahkota is a crown. So he has been performance. This is one of a very important element in Mak Yong, which a dance where you recognize that instruments. So Mak Yong traditional theatrical has been recognized by UNESCO. It was proclaimed by UNESCO under the masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity in 2005, and then goes into a new category, the representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity in 2008. So that's our first ICH element which is recognized by UNESCO.
Yeah, so that's just a snapshot of some of the cultural performance that we have. So being a country that has mixed races, ethnicities, there's a lot more where that came from. So the part where you saw the hand clapping, right, is the Dikir Barat. That's really fun. So usually they play that. You remember when we were younger, we used to perform that and then play that as like a competition between two huge groups. So there's a lot of hand gestures involved, and it's not really a song. Sometimes it's sort of a storyline or conversation between the two groups. So that's Dikir Barat. And then the Main Jo Oh is a dance of one of the indigenous people. So you can share with us about these two.
Dikir Barat is actually very popular in the east coast, northeast coast of Malaysia, in the state of Kelantan. And so it's part of very important folklore activities by the Kelantanese. They perform precision movement. They're questioning Dikir Barat, and in the choruses, they have the other thing, and they have the of musical instruments accompanied the some other instruments. Primary indigenous people, west coast of Malaysia in the state of Selangor.
Yeah, not that far from.
1 hour drive up to. They have a settlement there, and they have a center there, a museum by these indigenous people. So they perform with masks, and their costume is all organic. Is a friendly environment friendly. So they use all those as part of their costumes. And music, you can see they use bamboo. They stomping on a wooden thing. So it's very unique. And they respect nature. This what they believe nature give back to them.
Right, thanks, Cik Din. So for our next segment, we are gonna send you off to makan-makan, okay? On a culinary delight to salivate you on some Malaysian cuisine. So I hate to leave you, but you're gonna enjoy this. So guten Appetit, and see you after this.
Yasha. I'm from Hamburg. I was born in Hamburg and brought up in Hamburg. Mother is from Germany, my father is from Malaysia. I've been to Malaysia on and off since I was about 1 year old for holidays. Now I'm living in Malaysia constantly already since me and my wife, my son and I. For this we live in Penang. But now we're living in Ipoh, in Penang. You have the islands, you can have a beach, you have the thriving city life of a capital in Kuala Lumpur and other big cities. You have nature. By the way, one of my favorite candle is going to be made. Here we have some candle.
Hier in Malaysia gibt es super viele verschiedene Sachen zu erleben und zu sehen, viele verschiedene Orte zu sehen. Ich kann nur jedem empfehlen, nach Malaysia zu kommen und selber sich mal ein Bild zu machen davon.
Hi everyone, my name is Veronica. I'm German. I was born in Bocholt, which is in the state of Nordrhein-Westfalen. I have met my husband, Mustafa, in 1989 in Germany, where we studied together. My first visit to Malaysia was in 1991, and we moved to Malaysia in 1993. Since then, we have been living in Kuala Lumpur, the capital. I became principal violist of the National Symphony Orchestra of Malaysia in Kuala Lumpur. Food-wise, Malaysia is a great place where you can find all sorts of food at any time. As a vegan, I like to go to vegan restaurants or to the local mama stores or nasi campur stores. Es gibt so viel zu sehen in Malaysia, sowohl für Naturliebhaber als auch Kulturinteressierte. Am besten gefallen mir aber die Inseln, weil da gibt es Erholung pur von dem Stadtleben. Malaysia ist bekannt für seine verschiedenen ethnischen Gruppen, Kulturen und Sprachen. Bahasa Malaysia senang. Selamat datang ke Malaysia. Come and visit Malaysia.
Okay.
I don't know where to start when it comes to food and Malaysians. So I think Veronica and Yasha just now actually quite summed up everything. Like you can find food everywhere.
Yeah.
And it is so much part of our daily lives that every other meeting that we have, an event, it is about food. Like literally, like if you go out with your friends, you're going to hang out at a food place, and you go to another place and it's still a food place. And you can hang out to up to 3-4 different places within 2 hours, you know? And There's just so many things. So back then with this, when we did the Malaysia Specialty Day, we managed to have Mensa cook and serve nasi tomato. But because it was hard to get some of the spices and ingredients in Germany, especially in Saarbrücken, as you guys know. I mean, the Asian shop is there, but they don't really have the type of spices or ingredients that we usually use. Even the curries are a bit different. And this, I think, it's because of the combination of all the different ethnicities together. It has become a sort of a Malaysian taste. So it's not just Indian anymore. Like even the curry is like Malaysian curry. Yeah. So there's a difference in the taste. And yeah, and we have an abundance of local herbs, Tongkat Ali, Katip Fatima, and there's a lot of research done on that. That is actually health. That there are health benefits to that. And also we have a lot of fruits and even vegetables, like the smelly, thorny durian fruits. Which,
king of fruits.
Yeah, it's the king of fruits. Like, how can you not like it? So when you come here, like, I'm going to
what they said, durian is tastes like hell. Sorry,
tastes like heaven.
Smell like hell, but tastes like heaven.
I don't know that, but once you like durian, like even the smell is good, right? Yeah, so I mean, it's like cheese, you know. So some people, like when you first time you smell cheese or even yogurt, you'll be like, "Oh, what is this?" So it's sort of like us with durian, you know, the king of fruits. So that's it. And another thing about Malaysian, which is very typical, we eat with our hands. You know, across races, of course, we do have chopsticks. We use chopsticks. We do use utensils in like formal like settings. But otherwise, it's very normal for you to see a lot of Malaysians eating with their hands.
It's natural.
It's very natural, yeah. And I think it's better, especially when you're eating rice with a lot of different dishes. So we call them lao, so you kind of mix them together. Another thing that you will come here when you come here is we will go to the mamak. So these are very dear to the locals. So if you come here as a tourist, and you don't know a local, they might not bring you to mama because they're trying to impress you, right? But basically, I would impress you by the mama.
Mama is Indian Muslim.
Yeah, it's like Indian Muslim. So you will get like prata. For Indians, you know it as prata, even Singaporeans. So we call them roti canai. So there's a different way that you make it. It's like a layer, and then they leave the dough.
Italian pizza.
No. The Italians will get mad if you. No, it's not like Italian pizza. So and. We have a lot of other types of beverages, like even the teh tarik, you know. And the teh tarik is basically literally translated as pulled tea. We use condensed milk, but our condensed milk is not like the condensed milk that you guys have in your supermarkets. That's not condensed milk, guys. You were like lied to. Well, the thing is, sort of a disclaimer, our food is really good, but you guys kind of have to control because we have a lot. We use a lot of coconut milk. We use a lot of palm
Very
sugar.
Sugary,
Yeah, sugar. A lot of sugar and a lot of oil in a way the dishes are cooked, right? I think Mrs. Aludin would want to share with you some things as well.
Yeah. Okay, when talking about cuisines, local cuisine, our traditional local cuisine. So usually you have varieties of this. Very tempting during the celebrations of religion celebration.
Because we have buffets.
Yeah, and what Malaysia has celebrated a concept of open house.
Yeah.
So, for example, when we celebrate Chinese New Year, then the Chinese community will welcome their friends to their house, and as a guest, they will be offered, served,
feasted.
With all beautiful and slivery of kinds of Chinese dishes.
Yeah.
So and when it comes to the Muslim, after the Shawwal, after the Ramadan, 1 month of Ramadan fasting, so we celebrate the first Shawwal. So that's where also the Malay community and the Muslim community will offer all those we relate to their culture.
Yeah.
So foods like traditional cakes, traditional biryani, especially a lot of spices and so on. So. And other as well, on the Borneo, we have the Sabah, the North Borneo, the ethnics of Dusun, where they celebrate Keamatan, which is the harvesting festival, and also the Iban, the South Borneo, Sarawak. So where they have the Gawai, is also the harvesting. So they celebrate and they will offer all those intrigues and also very you can't get it anywhere.
Yeah.
Only on that place and during that celebration. So these are the things that Malaysia famous with.
Yeah, I think because we love food, we're a nation of food, and that would translate to like how we are like as people, and we love to share our love through food, right? I think, and is that during like Chinese New Year, even we just had Chinese New Year recently, and today's Chap Gourmet as well. So and then we have Hari Raya. We would give like food hampers. Okay, so the next segment, I'm going to like talk too much when it comes about food. Sorry, guys.
Very tempting, I guess.
Okay, but there's a lot more where when we talk about food. Okay, but we'll stop there. So now we're going to bring you to the next segment about local traditional games. So okay, maybe a quick introduction before we send you off for to look at some local traditional games.
Yeah. So we have sort of like the 5 stones, they call it batu seremban, and the congkak, whereby you use some you use marbles and sometimes you use seeds.
Even hazelnut.
Yeah, hazelnut, and so they have 7 to 9 holes, and then you sit with another opponent and you put everything into the hole, and then that's where how it goes, go round and round until you finish your things, and then you can continue when they. These are the things that very interesting and also the other one is the sepak takraw. Sepak takraw is kind of
Malaysian
a Malaysian ball, but made from rattan. Yeah, and this already in the sports as well.
Yeah.
Before it was only in the traditional game where you go in a circle, you balance it. Yeah, but now they also go into sports like. In Asian games and other international now, and the other one is the martial art.
Yeah.
The martial art we call it silat.
Silat.
Silat has been inscripted also as the representative leaf of the UNESCO last 2019. So silat is also like an art of martial self-defense. They have sometimes they go into very spiritual. Kind of ceremony and so on, and apart from that, it also became a combat sports as well. And in Asian Games has been already a part of the sports that being competed, and also in the World Silat Championship. So these are the important traditional element in Malaysia traditional game. Other thing is like top spinning.
Yeah.
I think it's very famous everywhere. Everybody plays top spinning or gassing in Malaysia. It used to be a very recreational, but it has also into sports. Traditional game, they compete each other, and now gassing also developed into a new. They have different shapes, different sizes, and things like that, and different kind of. Display a play to be played.
I think they will see in the next video
here.
Yeah,
I guess there will be. And then also now we go into new technology. One of our university in Malaysia has invented a gassing made from fiber. It used to be from wood, but now so that it can be to enliven these activities and easy to be played. So these are the things, the invention that being.
All right. So we're going to send you off for gassing. Sorry, we talked too much about food earlier. So we'll see you after this. And
nama saya Umar bin Ahmad, lahir di kampung Tibangan. Umur saya sekarang 60.
Gasing mula dimainkan sekitar tahun 1890 dan diasaskan oleh Allahyarham Cik Hussein Zainal yang pada masa itu merupakan seorang tukang rumah rambutan. Permainan gasing ini biasanya dimainkan selepas musim menuai padi atau musim buah-buahan. Selain dari mengeratkan silaturahim, permainan ini juga boleh menghalau binatang buas dari memasuki kawasan kampung kerana suasana riuh rendah semasa permainan berlangsung.
Gasing tradisional ni ataupun gasing lepeh Terengganu ni buat daripada kayu penaga.
Gasing lepel diperbuat dari kayu penaga yang diambil dari paras bumi ke bawah bagi memastikan ketahanan serta jangka hayat gasing. Kayu tersebut kemudiannya akan dipotong dan melalui proses melarik iaitu membentuk kayu menjadi gasing mengikut saiz yang dikehendaki. Penggunaan bindu iaitu alat tradisional untuk melarik gasing masih digunakan sehingga kini bagi memastikan keseimbangan gasing. Kemudian, lubang akan ditebuk di keliling gasing untuk dimasukkan timah bagi menambah berat gasing serta memampatkan lagi gasing. Gasing sekali lagi akan melalui proses larik bagi memberi keseimbangan dan juga kekemasan. Akhirnya, gasing akan dimasukkan paksi pada bahagian bawah bagi membolehkan gasing tersebut berpusing. Sehari sebelum hari pertandingan, pasukan yang bertanding akan melakukan pemeriksaan perkakasan pertandingan. Perkara pertama yang akan dilakukan adalah memastikan gasing yang bakal digunakan akan berada dalam keadaan baik. Manakala tali pula akan disapu dengan gula melaka supaya melekit ketika tali diikat pada gasing. Barang-barang yang diperlukan untuk pertandingan gasing: tali, kayu congkak, perkut kubu, pinggan, gula melaka serta peralatan membaiki gasing akan dikumpulkan di dalam beberapa bekas dan biasanya disimpan di dalam rumah. Pada sebelah malamnya, keseluruhan pasukan akan berkumpul untuk sesi akhir sebelum pertandingan pada esok pagi. Ketua kumpulan akan menentukan ketua pasukan, pemangkah, pemusing serta tugas-tugas lain yang diperlukan semasa pertandingan. Mesyuarat juga diiringi oleh doa selamat bagi memohon keberkatan dan kemenangan kumpulan. Gasing juga akan dimandikan dan dibersihkan mengikut adat lama. Tiba hari pertandingan, setiap pasukan hanya boleh disertai oleh 25 pemain. Setiap pasukan hanya dibenarkan membawa 6 biji gasing sahaja mengikut saiz yang telah ditetapkan. Dan setiap gasing tidak boleh melebihi berat 2 kg. Gasing yang dipusing hanya sah masuk sekiranya berpusing dalam bulatan dan seorang pembantu dari pihak lawan perlu memberi arahan dengan jelas sekiranya ingin memangkah. Gasing yang masih berpusing akan diangkat menggunakan kayu congkak dan akan diimbang di atas pinggan. Gasing tersebut kemudiannya akan diserkup dengan perkut kubu bagi menghadang angin. Gasing akan dibiarkan berpusing sehingga ia berhenti sendiri. Setiap perlawanan akan diadili seorang pengadil dengan seorang pembantu.
Gasing ni di kami terutamanya di kawasan Kuala Negeri ni seolah-olah acara tahunan permainan gasing tradisional Terengganu ni supaya ia tidak hilang. Ianya akan kekal.
Welcome back. So hope you have some drinks with you. I think it's a bit long, you're going to be tired. So soon you'll be shopping. So we're going to go into handicrafts.
Yep.
So Malaysian handicrafts were all created from a lot of creativity, from the type of materials we use, the design, the pattern, story, as well as practicality of the use of the thing. Yeah. So we have like labu sayung, which is like a ceramic container for storing water, and it keeps it cold. So we are like in a very hot country, and this really actually works. It really keeps the water cold, and we use it a lot until now. And a lot of other food storing containers, you know. And we have some here with us today. Actually, we have the tanjak next to Mr. Studierende there, where you wear in your hat. On your head, sorry, not a hat. So that's usually worn during the and that's along with this keris. Oh, sorry.
Sabun.
This is the labu sayung.
Yeah.
Okay. So so this is the labu sayung, and actually you store it. This is made of ceramic. So and there are bigger versions as well, where usually in the kampung houses or the village houses, they would put a huge version outside the house where they wash their feet. Yeah. So we usually take off our shoes, right? I think Germans do that as well. You take off your shoes before you go in the house, and we wash our feet, and usually they have that. There's some, I'm not going to show you all because we talked a bit too much just now, so they're cutting our time short. This is a keris.
Yeah, it's very traditional. It's like a small dagger.
Yeah, so it suits like Mr. Saluddin's outfit, actually.
Royalties, our royal family, and it being used for especially coronation of a king as well. This is very important.
Even during silat, they would use this in the performance.
So it's very important traditional tools for
dagger inside. I can't open it because there's ribbon inside. It's not only during like formal ceremonies, songkits, different sorts of songkits, and these can actually cost like from 20,000 euros and above for a simple songkit, because it's very intricate and how the design is made. It takes months to actually finish one version, and it can be made out of silver.
Yeah, you can see this is gold thread. So it's a gold thread. So I'm wearing a Malaysian traditional clothes, baju Melayu, the national dress of Malaysia. So I have this samping. It's the same material as this. So it's very, very traditional.
I'm wearing the batik.
And she's wearing the batik.
So this is actually a scarf. So you can wear it different ways. You know how scarves are made. And this is also a batik turned into a kaftan. So we do wear batik during like weddings, other formal events, even to work. Wearing the you know, the baju kurung like you have on the patung on the doll. So but there are also very modern versions of batik design. So all these are handmade batik. This is Borneo pulse that I'm wearing. So these are all Malaysian. So okay. We have a lot more to share, but we are like limited of time. We hope you will go and continue browsing and shopping, and after that you will be taking some rest with some performances, including the sape. So we will actually send you off and have a good show. Hey guys, so we hope you enjoyed those performances. Actually, we have quite a few Malaysian artists who are known internationally, especially ZRV. ZRV is now, I think, based in the US. She also has performed using the sape. I think Yuna, if you guys know Yuna, I've heard of Yuna. She is now also recording. She is an artist under Pharrell's recording label, as well as one of the other very popular Malaysian is Henry Golding. Yeah, who got famous through Crazy Rich Asians internationally. And Michelle Yeoh, Dato' Michelle Yeoh, yeah. So those are some like famous Malaysians who you might know or heard of. Yeah, so we've come to
add just now what you have witnessed videos just now. So that's the kaleidoscope of the East Malaysia. So we have the Borneo. You can see the Anggala Manggunatip by the ethnic of Murun in Sabah, and Sape performance by Elena Morang. She has won international video clips in Latin American recently. So she's quite well internationally.
All right, so we are nearing the end of the session. It's actually run very quickly. So I'd just like to share with you about how this day came about. So I was a student at Europa Institute in University of Saarland. So I was doing my master's in international law and European law, specializing in international dispute resolution and foreign trade and investment, and did a mini management track. So the schedule was quite packed. I think I just wanted to get exposed to as much while learning German. I took as well French, but I decided to give up French. Well, I mean, Saarbrücken was like so close, right? You guys are sort of like a duality of German and of the French once upon a time. So yeah, so it was a really great time, and I remember being very welcomed by this and continue so the relationship until today. So that is, I remember like the times that I missed the train to go to Frankfurt when I first arrived, and Mustafa actually helped me out a lot then. Yeah, so, and we had the experiences doing a lot of activities, going on all the trips that Ziz did. And yeah, and I was actually already in my 10th year of practice. So I'm a lawyer. I specialize in intellectual property, and I hold a second hat as an intellectual property valuer. So now I'm like, well, I'm going to my 12th year of practice. Yeah. So that's a bit about how today came up, and we're really thankful that we have the ties. Yeah. Hello for the ones who are tuning in from Europa Institute. I miss you guys, and I hope you guys are all doing well, especially from anyone who's tuning in, who I know, who I've met, you know, and who are still over there. We'll see each other soon, hopefully somewhere. If not in Malaysia, of course, like somewhere in the middle. So yes, so then I'd also like to just touch on something new that the National Department for Culture and Arts has done. They have recently launched a site that gives access to the world, you know, a bit more information about cultural mapping of Malaysia, because there's so much to share. I think not a lot of people know about Malaysia. One, they don't realize the richness of the culture, the traditions and arts that we have, apart from the food, apart from the sights and scenes, you know. So I'll let Chedin share with us about cultural mapping.
Well, this is very important information to get. We actually 17. So culture mapping is actually the inventory of culture inventory. So what we have witnessed just now through the video. So please browse to our culture mapping. The we put yeah. If you want to know more about Malaysia culturally, please browse to this culture in Malay, whereby you can get information from customs to costumes to performing arts, instrument making, food, food, all over and homestay. Malaysia on so those on our culture browsing of this.
So happy and budaya. Hi, Beto.
Hi, Munira.
How are you?
Hi, thank you.
Oh, Zash
Fine.
life.
I just remember just the memory when you talk about the first excursion when you passed the train. Then after that you come. It was really, really, really nice.
It was horrible, but it was like, I think that was like the most like wow moment, and like Mustafa did not know me.
Yes, we didn't know you, but you catch us. And after that, we just continue with the excursion with you.
Yeah, it was like the whole moment then of that missing that train was a lot, because remember meeting other strangers and this other German dude like lent me his money, not knowing me at all. Like, I mean, let's not get into that.
Yes.
So
first time in Germany is always difficult.
Yeah, is that Vilik behind you?
Yes, Velik is behind me and he is in the city somewhere. So.
So.
Hi, Munira.
Hi, Vilik. How are you?
Hi from the city. I'm fine. How are you?
Good. We are now in Putrajaya. Can you see? We are in Putrajaya. This is what like one of the other federal or like capital cities. Yeah. Administrative city. Yeah. Yes. So, guys, do you want to share with us like a bit more about this? I've been talking. It's now your turn.
So I just want to take a short speech. It's okay. Dear Munira, first of all, a big thank you to you for taking the initiative to present your beautiful country. Thank you to Mr. and Salahuddin Ayub. I hope I pronounced it well.
Ayub itu menteri.
Salahuddin Saleh.
And Salahuddin Ayub.
Tak apalah.
Thank you to Mr. Tuan Haji Malsan bin Mohd Yusuf. Thank you to Mrs. Zubaria Muhtar. Thank you to Mr. Rosnan Nordin. Thank you to all the team of National Department of Culture and Art, Ministry of Tourism, Art of Culture Malaysia involved in this event. Thank you for everyone who was with us. Thank you for the beautiful performance, songs, beautiful time, and you gave us the opportunity to discover Malaysia virtual. we are very happy for the good cooperation in this difficult time like the corona pandemic.
Yeah.
To introduce ourselves briefly, we are a Center for International Students, which belongs to the International Office of Saarland University. It is managed by students for students. Hopefully, after this corona time, we will have to visit your beautiful country, and like this, visit the Malaysia, be able to see other countries, not only virtually, but also live and soon. Thank you.
Yes, so let's pray like all this. I mean, it's not going to be over, right? COVID is not going to be over, but like we'll find a way to overcome this. I think the vaccine is already here. They've already started vaccinating all, some of the frontliners. I think the second line is going to be like vaccinated soon until we reach the pets.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that's a big hoo-ha, but hopefully we to see here. I think I was really Bao man and in Germany's wife. So we're not be able to like you guys when we'll be hosting you and we'll give you like information. You need to leave like with like overload of programs, so win or charge you a bit more. You know that's going to happen. The best times that you guys need to come is during when the islands are mostly open as well. So you can actually
April.
Yeah. So so we have a lot of cultural tourism. So we like just now, Mr. Saladin bin Saleh, he mentioned about homestays, right? So this is actually a concept very very familiar in Malaysia. It's not really new, where you stay in a Malaysian family home and you eat their food, wear their clothes, the sarungs and everything, and you really experience like living in Malaysia rather than staying in a Airbnb or staying at a hotel. You get to experience the whole thing. Even you can actually stay in a homestay that is in a longhouse, So you guys like to hike, like you are literally at Zaarschleife, Beto. Like you can't get any like typical of Saarland. So here we have the highest peak in Southeast Asia, which is at Mount Kinabalu. The tropical rainforest is not as easy, but you guys will be able to, and we have a lot of, the mosquitoes. But that's just like part of the adventure, right? So like we have a lot of other cultural villages.
That's interesting about Malaysia. A lot of interesting places, very, very exciting, and also long houses. We also, probably you have to track like deep jungle, but in Kuching itself, the city of Sarawak and the South Borneo or in the East Malaysia, so we have the Sarawak Culture Village right in the city, so you can experience that with all houses from their ethnics, representing their ethnics, and you can feel the atmosphere of being in their community. So that's one of the interesting places that we our friends from Germany should come and visit.
All over the world, actually.
And of course the Zentrum market right in the city of Kuala Lumpur is
just nearby.
It's just around here. It used to be a wet market transformed into an art center. So a lots of crafts, Malaysian crafts offered in Zentrum market. You can just get it in from silverware to wooden craft to the small dagger, curries, whatever you see, even batiks and songkets, kaftans, and food as well. So a lot of good, interesting that you can share.
And you can ask for free stuff, not that you get it. This is called haggling, which you can't do in Germany.
Malaysia is very warm.
No, in Germany it's not possible.
You can't haggle. You can come here and try and haggle. So we are actually not. we are actually not in Putrajaya, so when we say it's nearby, because we're in Kuala Lumpur city centre, so we're very nearby the Twin Towers actually, and also near anything else that is in KL. So yeah, we are going to actually go into one of the last segments, and we have actually come to the end. Oh no, we have actually come to the end.
Oh.
And okay, so it was a very quick visit. Nevertheless,
it was really, really nice.
we hope you all enjoyed your stay. Felt a bit of the warmth of the country. Right now it's about 29 degrees here. And for real next time, okay? This is like really...
In Germany now it's it doesn't matter, it's the and cloudy.
Well, not all the time during... Everyone's like barbecuing.
Okay, maybe.
Don't make Saarbrücken sound so bad. So, okay, so actually...
okay, Velik is showing now live the weather outside.
So...
Oh, we can't show you the weather outside because
did
we are in
it
the
just
studio.
rain?
Yes. So cloudy and rainy.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, that comes with European weather. What do you expect?
Velik want to say something?
Velik?
Oh, it hasn't rained yet, but it looks like maybe in the afternoon it's gonna rain. So please enjoy the weather for us.
Yeah. Are you not well?
Also, I wanted also to thank you.
Bless you, Yarmakallah.
To also thank you, the whole team, for the beautiful performance, and to say that we are also looking forward for a future second part of Malaysia presenting, and for future common work with you.
Yeah.
For the whole Center for International Students, wanted to say also a big thank you.
Yeah.
And
the whole team is behind here. We are going to get them to come in so you guys know like the effort that the department has done, and that we're really actually happy to do this. So and before we bring maybe we'll get everyone in. Yeah, come on, let's come in. Before we end, the
friends,
team behind.
So for your information, today is the
Adam.
The 15th day of the Chinese New Year calendar. So usually they call it a Chak Gourmet celebration. So today is the Chak Gourmet celebration for the Chinese
Come on,
community.
guys.
Come
on. Ah, turning the camera. Okay,
turn the camera.
So we are gonna show you like the whole team.
So these are my strong production team. They are very amateur, but they work very professional.
I think you need to actually change the camera. Because they can't see.
Tukar. Dah change.
No, they didn't change yet.
Okay. So wave to our friends from Germany. Yeah. To producer.
Yes, you should visit also us in Germany.
Yeah. So there's those are the strong people behind this production. So to commemorate this celebration, so we like to wish everybody
Happy Chap Gourmet
and enjoy the performance of the umbrella dance from the community of Chinese in Malaysia. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
It was a pleasure.